shape is yours. Do you have a saggy bottom, puckered skin, shapeless thighs? Well, you needn't, because as from today, we're going to change all that as we get you back into shape. Hello, and before we start exercising and working on those problem areas, really getting down to the nitty-gritty of it, here are a few facts to keep reminding ourselves of. Dr. Roy McGregor, you have seen and listened to thousands of women complaining about their hips, thighs and bottoms. Why is it that women collect fat in these areas?
Well, it goes to those areas in women because that's where the fat is distributed. Quite different from a man. A man tends to straight away get a tummy and a paunch, but in a woman it does actually go to the hips, thighs and bottom in preference. And that's a collection of fat and fluid, and really that's what's called cellulite.
Ah, now what is cellulite?
Well, cellulite is what actually builds up on a woman to give people that pear shape, and I'm sure you'll know what I'm talking about when I mention a pear-shaped bottom. And that pear shape is built up of fat and fluid, which is trapped and building up to retained water, very unstimulated by any muscle activity, no blood flow through it, and it sits there with, gives people that appearance of dimpled thighs. It looks a bit like orange peel, and certainly if you press your thumb in it, you'll see it makes an imprint, and you'll know if you pinch it, it really hurts.
But men don't seem to really get it. It seems very unfair that it's women that get it.
Well, women get it because there are more fat cells in a woman's body than a man's. A woman has a curved body shape, quite different from a man's, and that's just because the amount of fat cells that they have in the body is greater. Unfortunately, that increased number of fat cells in a woman's body means you may have a problem with cellulite.
And does that apply to women of any age? Is it just older women that get it?
Well, age is a factor, and certainly there are different times, like adolescence, when you have enormous hormone changes, and that means you get puppy fat and people's bodies change quite dramatically. And again, in pregnancy, you may have found that you actually had a real problem with controlling your weight and were at risk of cellulite in pregnancy. And then again, at the menopause, some people come and say either side of the menopause they may complain about difficulties with fat and actually accumulating cellulite at those times. But having said that, any woman at any age may be really troubled by cellulite.
So it's not just overweight people. Thin
No.
people can get it. Right, here's the million-dollar question. What can be done about it?
Well, you've got the answer really, Lizzie. Exercise is the answer. By exercising, you can actually get muscles going in those areas, stimulate the blood flow and disperse that cellulite. You can literally drive it out the body by pumping action of the muscles, disperses the fat and the fluid and moves it on.
But a lot of people give up hope because when they start exercising, they say it's almost as if they put on weight because, in fact, muscle weighs more than fat, doesn't it?
That's the secret. People often start a regime of exercise, perhaps not paying too much attention to the diet because they get hungry. They're disappointed because their weight doesn't go down. And as you've said, muscle weighs more than fat. So to begin with, it's not your weight that goes down, it's your body shape that changes. The thing to remember is that your body shape will change well before your weight does.
So what is the clue here? Then the body shape will change before the weight. In which case, what is the best way of measuring to see how well we're doing?
Well, instead of getting on the scales every day, and I'm sure lots of people weigh themselves far too often, it's not necessary, particularly when you start to exercise. The best thing is to get out a tape measure and actually take some measurements.
Absolutely, I hardly ever go on the scales myself, you know, by looking at yourself in the mirror. So the most important thing now then, Doctor, before we begin programme 1, is to make sure we measure ourselves correctly. So let's do that first. And this is what you do.
If you find your hip bone, which is at the top of the leg and feels quite hard and firm, hold one end of the tape on it, take the tape round flat across it without a kink, across the other hip bone, round to the same side. That's measurement 1, the hip bone measurement. Now drop the tape down so it's on the fattest part of your bottom. Stand side on so that we can see in the mirror the fattest part of your bottom, and drop the tape round, keeping it horizontal to the floor. Here we have measurement 2, the bottom measurement. And now if you bend your leg up, with keeping the toes pointed, keep your leg up and take the tape round the top of the thigh, the bottom of the buttock, like an inside of the leg measurement. Perhaps there'll be some mark on your skin that you can remember, a mole or a dimpled part of skin that you can use as a landmark to measure this again. All these measurements will change a lot with exercising.
Right, Are you ready to warm up? Here we go with the droop zone warm up. Marking time. First to get the legs going. Push through those feet very lightly. And then take the knee across the body and touch the toe. Getting into the swing of it. Now feet together, bend your legs and rise up, raising your arms. Up, stretch, bend down and rise up. And again, swing it, raise your heels, hold your balance and bend. Feet apart, toes facing me and ski down. Now keep your spine curved and really work those thighs as you swing down, push up. Bend your legs and transfer the weight down. Swing through the feet. Now a little bit faster with the arms. Now push off the feet this time. Step and kick across your body for one. Kick away. Don't just raise the leg with it straight. Kick away. And your left knee up. You get your elbow towards your knee. And change. And for the posture, all the way down, rise up, hold that stretch, and bend down. Feet apart, circle your right arm, bend the legs as it swings round. Warming up the body and change. Ready for some hard work. And lunge. Feel the thighs firming up as you change with the arms. Feet together and raise them, hold the balance. Again. And we're ready to get those bottoms up. Stay there, I'll turn round and we'll work on that floppy botty. Stand with your feet a little bit apart, bend your legs a little, hands on your hips, and you're going to clench and relax your right cheeks. So, clench it up, relax, up and relax, up, let it go, just your right one, up and down. Feel the muscles working as you raise your bottom. Same thing with your left, and clench, relax, pull it up, relax, and up. Feel it working, find the muscle, up, relax, up, relax. Now try both together, up and down, and squeeze, relax, squeeze, relax, up.
Now you are really dispersing the fat and fluid with every squeeze.
And now for the hips. Feet apart, circle the hips round, as if you had a hula hoop round your waist, and your weight will be on your left leg, so that you can really circle around to your right as you do it. And then round to your left, and around, and around. You can travel around the room like this. Other way. Other way. Circling. It'll help your waist as well as trimming up those hips. Place your hands on your hips and feel the amount of movement going on there, but keep those tummies pulled in. Other way. And to really stretch the hips, bend your left leg, take your right leg out to your side, pull up out of the hips by holding your hands above your head and lean to your right side. Now hold that stretch. And up. Bend your right leg, pull up out of your hips and stretch directly to your side. It helps if you look down to the foot. And up, lean, hold that curve, stretching the hips. And up, and to your other side. And to firm up the thighs, toes slightly turned out, and bend your legs into a deep sitting position and hold it.
Spine straight, keep your pelvis flat, and don't let your feet roll in.
And up through the thighs. Raise the toes, sit there towards me. Same thing, and bend. Feel the front of the thighs working. Up through the thighs, shake them out, relax, and now down onto the floor for some harder work. Right, time to whittle away the bums. So, place your weight behind you onto the heel of your hands, so your arms are behind you. Draw up your feet and knees, toes and knees together. Sit up, and away we go. Rolling your knees from side to side, so over they go, centre, side, centre, with a little twisting movement working across the body. Can you double time it?
As you exercise, you're increasing the amount of blood getting to the muscles by 18 times more than normal.
Half time it again, so centre, side, centre, down. Double time it. Try and stay sitting up. Right, both legs in front, and like an aeroplane, roll. Taking each buttock off the floor. Now walk back, raising each cheek. Back you go. And forward. Back. Forward. Roll from side to side a little as you do it. Faster. Forward. Back. Don't give up. Forward. And now back on your elbows to cycle. Round with the legs. Now cycle backwards. Use those thighs. It's harder, isn't it? Now a little bit faster forward. And back. Now flex your feet. That's toes to the ceiling. Back. And round forward. out. Right, now, for the inside of your thighs, lie flat down on the floor and draw your knees up. Now, make sure that the spine at the bottom, the curve of the spine is into the floor. Raise those legs and lower, and straighten and lower, straighten and lower. Pull in the tummy too, straighten and lower, up and down. And then the next stage is to take them out and up and in and out, soles of the feet towards each other and in, out, draw them up and in, out, draw them up and in. And equally you can take them up and out and in and up and out and in, controlling the insides of the thighs. And relax. And onto your side. Bend the leg that's underneath you. Sit up, supporting your weight here. Flex the foot, and let's have some music. And we'll draw the knee up and then extend. Feel the extension from the hip as it comes up, push away, up. No slouching, sit up. How's it doing? Now take the knee up, over, back, down. Knee up, over, back, down, up, over. Try it with the hand. Ease a thigh back with the hand each time. Now circle. Large round movements with the leg. Yes, do as the doctor says. Stop if anything trembles or hurts. And swing round to your other side. Bend the leg that's underneath you. Flex the foot up, down, up. And then the knee comes up, up, over, back, extend, up, over. And with the hand below the knee, up, over, back, down, up, over, back, down, side back. And doctor, now, can you just explain what is happening to the hip as the leg circles forward and round?
You're using all your muscles here, toning, firming and dispersing the fat.
And you'll find that each time you do this tape, you'll be able to do more and more of the exercises. Enjoy doing them, but never overdoing them. And here is a lovely test I'm going to leave you with before we get to the end of program 1. So shake it out and up we go. So not only are we going to see how your thighs are shaping up, but this will really see how strong they are. So let's get the strength going in the thighs. Right, so stand, hands on the hips and raise each knee. Ready? Take it away, up with those legs. And 1, 2. Don't crash the foot down. Very lightly work through the foot as you place it and as the leg comes up. And don't lean forward, keep the torso straight. You can also swing the arms, opposite arm with the leg as an exaggerated climb up a stairway, a very steep one. How are you doing? Are you still with me? One day. And shake them out. And that completes program 1.
And don't forget, it's not just exercising that's going to get rid of that fat and cellulite. It really is important what you eat. That means lean cuts of meat, skim milk or semi-skim milk instead of ordinary milk, fruit and veg, much more than you've had before, cut out the cakes and biscuits. And when you're cooking, don't fry, prefer to grill and use olive oil, if you have to fry, instead of lard and cooking fat.
And don't forget, if I can do it, you can do it too.
You can do it too.
See you soon. Welcome to program 2. It's harder, but stick with it. We're going to do it. We're going to beat it. So let's mark time and take it away with the feet. Warm them up. Very lightly. And then knee across the body. A touch, touch. Feet together, bend both legs and swing the arms up to warm up. And swing. Rise up and bend. Swing it up. Hold it and bend. Straight line as you pull up. Feet apart, bend the legs and toes facing me. Swing. Right down. Bend both legs. Down, up, down. Really warm the thighs up and swing your arms, push off the feet. And then step across the body with a little flick kick. Bend, kick, bend. Bring your right knee up across your body 8 times. So 1. Lightly, with that knee right up. Change sides. And then crouch down, rise up. Raise your heels, tuck in the bottom, tummies in and down. Feet apart, circle your right arm, bend your legs and round. Swing it round, and your left. And then single lunges away, face your right and 1, up, 2. And your arms. Face me, feet together and swing it up. Raise your heels. And shake out. And with your feet apart, let's build up the strength in the thighs, that comfortable distance apart, toes a little way pointed out, ready to bend your legs. hold it in a deep bend. And up. Toes facing the front, ready to bend. Down you go.
Breathe easily, look forwards, relax your face, keep your spine straight.
And shake it out. More leg exercises. Get yourself a chair with a fairly high back so that you can hold on to it for a support. Right. Always weight it down if it's wobbly with some books. And ready to work the outside leg. So let's have some music. Stand comfortably, not too far away. I'm going to swing your leg in front and back, front, back. Just a very low kick. Now as you do this, pull up your leg muscles. Don't twist the hips, both hips face the front. Feel how the hip is loosening up as you're building up the strength all around that lower torso area, around the bottom, firming up those thighs. Now, heels touching, take your knee out to your side, up, down, up, lightly through the foot. For the inside of the thigh, keep the knee out to your side. Now, face your chair and down in stages, up and down and up. Pick your chair up by bending those thighs. Chair to the other side. Stand comfortably, ready to release your outer leg. 1. Just a low kick. Don't lean forward as the leg goes behind. Knee to the side, up, up, right out to the side. And then face your chair, down in stages, down. Keep the strength in the front thigh to get you up, down again. And then up through the front thigh, and shake it out, and away with your chair. Right, now, come on down, and we'll carry on getting ourselves back into shape. Sit on your left buttock, legs to the right, and push off the heel of your hand to rise up through your knees and down. Push up, so you're changing from side to side with a rocking motion. And then when you've mastered that, take away the hands and the arms, lean away a little. The arms will swing to give you the impetus to rise up and down, rise up and down, up. Right, onto your elbows, lie down, back you go, raise your leg in the air, now cross it over to touch the toes onto the floor, take it right back, and down. Extend the other leg up, cross it over, up and down. Really elongate the legs and really stretch out away from the waist as the hip takes your leg over, toes, up and down. Up, over, back and down. Up, over and up, over. Right, now to really firm up the front of the thighs, pull up your left knee, but hold below the knee. Don't grip onto the knee joint, below the knee. Sit up, you can sink back a little. Flex the foot, raise your leg, up and down, swing open and back. Now pull up the leg muscles as you do this. Up, down and swing. Up, down and swing. Up, down, swing. Remember, as the doctor was saying, if anything trembles or burns, you stop doing it until the next time you do the tape. See how far you can go. Hold below the knee, flex the foot, pull up those leg muscles. Up, down, swing open. Up, down, swing open. So the leg is just raised off the ground the whole time. So you are taking the whole weight of that leg out with those muscles. And then for the inside of the thigh, put the feet together, draw them up, hold at the ankles, elbows on the knee, and just rock from side to side. Just a rocking motion. You can work on your bum as well here. But the inside of the thigh, don't lean too heavily on that elbow. Side to side, side to side. And we'll finish off with some nice clenching of those buttock muscles. Feet and knees apart, lie down. Up you tilt with the pelvis underneath you, tucked under, and then down. Pelvis tilt, up you come, hold that. The thighs are stretching, you're holding that position, the tummy is flat, and then down. Rise up through the tilt, up, hold that position, and place back down into the ground. Tilt the pelvis, rise up, hold that position, and down, and again, tilt into the floor, up you come, rise up. Now clench those buttocks, hold them firm, hold them nice and firm, and relax. Up you come through a curved spine, and let's see how you're doing with the leg raisers. Right, you ready? How firm are those thighs? Here we go. Up. Lightly through the feet. Tummy's in. Don't forget, the fitter you get, the easier it gets. The more toned up you get, the less cellulite you get. See what's happening. Look at my bottom working, my hips, my thighs. Can you make it today? Well done, shake it out, and that completes program 2.
Now remember, to get fit, beat the cellulite, do this tape 3 times a week, and keep it going.
And don't forget, there are other videos in the series to work on different parts of the body. So, see you soon.